Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer is a Lifestyle. Happy Sunday everyone. And it is, I think, Sunday Ramble number 24. Now, it is overcast and cloudy and kind of gloomy looking. And it's been like that for several days now. Or I should say even since last week, and it's been very winter-like. I always said that when I would retire one day, I would take off like the winter and just hibernate and crochet and like watch the snow fall through the window, you know. Because winter is just you just don't have that energy in the winter time. So anyway, I went back to work on January 2nd. It was my first day back. I've only actually had to do a 2-day week this week. And it was really, really hard. I was off, I believe, 3 weeks this year for my vacation. So I had a really, really good time. Now, I chose my word, if you guys remember, for the year to be relaxation and to kind of like de-stress um, and just kind of focus on not being as stressed out as I was last year, and so my blood pressure wouldn't rise up to the top, and so I would kind of learn to relax and unwind a little bit. And so my first day back at work, and I'm over there, probably had one of the most negative days ever. Just all day long, I am just thinking of all the. I mean, talk about how crazy our minds are, I mean, crazy. Here I am, like, everything is negative. Everything I think of is stupid. Everything I plan is stupid. Everything I'm doing is stupid. And this is how my mind was going the entire day. And I thought, well, what a great way to start off, my word for the year, right? To relax and unwind and not be so stressed out. So I ended up, you guys, like making a sitting at work and like in between working, and doing my job, I would like make notes for myself all day long, like all positive things that I enjoy, things that I like to do. And so I came home with this stack of little scratch pads with just stuff written down on it all, just to try to get me back into that positive thinking. But anyway, January is here. It is another one of those months in my family where we have a lot of birthdays. Well, really not that many. We have about 4. So my great niece's birthday was on the 2nd, and she turned 21. This is actually my niece's daughter, and this is actually my niece is the very first grandbaby in the family, and her daughter is the very first great grandbaby. And this coming week is my father's birthday. The week after that is my birthday. And the week after that is my older brother's birthday. So we basically have just a birthday almost every week of the month in January. I've also decided that I'm going to do this a no spend, no buy January. I'm just going to kind of not be purchasing anything, not going to the stores, not, shopping, not looking for anything. I just kind of quickly kind of realized that, everything that I prepared for last year is really happening meaning wise. Like with my pantry, for instance, when I stocked that up, I haven't had to replenish anything over there. Um, if you notice, I haven't been doing really any hauls because I'm just going to the store for basic things like salad, tomatoes, and milk. Like, I'm not having to go and like buy a lot of vegetables or a lot of produce, a lot of, um, I ended up going to the farmer's market last summer and I dehydrated a lot of items. I have been living out of that. And in fact, all the dehydrating that I've done, it's going a long way. I don't know what I was thinking. I've never done this before. I've never dehydrated items before. But the jars that I have, I thought that, oh, well, that's not going to last all winter. But actually, you only use a little bit of it. And so I've been making soups out of my dehydrated veggies. I have been Today. I am going to be making a rice dish, and I'm going to put vegetables in there. I've made my pasta. Put some veggies in my pasta sauce that I made. I mean, I've just been using my vegetables from my dehydrator that I dehydrated. And even all my apples that I dehydrated, I gave some to my son and his family, and they are like really in love with these dehydrated apples. Like, they're the most delicious thing ever. So, and my mom too, she really, really loved it. I think that really was a hit. And I think next year I am going to do those again. I don't know what is so special about these dehydrated apples that they are in love with. And I just diced them up. I didn't even do anything special with them. But I think it's because I locked it when I dehydrated them. I kind of locked in that, when you go apple picking in September, that freshness and that delicious apple. There is like nothing like when your fruits and vegetables are in season, when this is when they are the ripest, the best. Um, you can get bananas all the time. You can get strawberries all the time. But when it's their season for it, that's like the sweetest, best time for that fruit or that vegetable. And I think that's what made those apples so special, because I dehydrated them during their best time, and that's in the September, October time. So I think next year I am going to do a huge jar of them, because they seem to have gone. They're eating them like they're snacking on them. They're not even using anything for it. So I am definitely going to have to, I have, I think, 2 jars left of the dehydrated apples, and I'm going to have to send that off to my son. Because just this family loves it. Let's see, what else? I have made a list because I always forget like what I want to say, and then I'm like, I forgot to tell them that. So I have not had to, I haven't been grocery shopping. Like, I have not been spending. And so I think next year, I don't think I need to dehydrate as much as I have, because I think I have quite a lot left still. And I think it will go and last me a long time with that. So I don't know. But I do want to do tomato sauce. That's another thing I would like to make, my own tomato sauce. And I'm definitely going to be, I'm thinking maybe I can, can my own potatoes. I'm not sure. Because, and definitely the apples for sure. I have to do those. But, that went off really well. And it seems like my son is even interested. He was looking at my dehydrator and all, and I'm like, I did get you guys a small dehydrator a long time ago. I wonder what they did with that thing. Anyway, another thing that I did this past year, and I kind of never followed up. I did 3 videos on, and that's when I decided to do a food journal. I wanted to kind of check and watch what I was eating, and what I wasn't eating, kind of try to see my eating habits, and, try to be healthier. Well, that was a total flop. Like a lot of things, I start out doing good, and then I fall off towards the end there. And I ended up gaining some weight. Quite the opposite than what I intended. So here I am again now. I've gotten back to a really strict regimen where I am really, really gave up almost everything. And I am working out. I work out in the morning. I work out before I go to bed. And yeah, so my life is pretty basically eating sawdust. Cardboard. Because, you guys, I am 5'1 3/4". I'm not even 5'2". So when I put on 5 pounds on me, it looks like 10, 15 on somebody else, So it's just, I need to do something about my weight also. So let me see, what else was I going to say? Am I dehydrated? Oh, yes. So here we are with a brand new year. For some reason, it seems to me like I have been able to post almost daily, and I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it a lot. It doesn't seem like such a, you know, ordeal or so much trouble or anything. Like, I have my first year under my belt with the YouTube, and I'm a little bit more relaxed this year, where I don't feel like I need to have any kind of a structure. More like last year, it was like I was posting every other day, or and I just feel like I don't need to really do that anymore. I don't know. I just feel like I want to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. That is so crazy. But anyway, you guys, I have been crocheting a lot of hats, and I've also been doing the 12 cast-ons for the year challenge, and I am really enjoying myself. In the beginning, I kind of freaked out a little bit in the beginning, because I never am a person that has, like, I don't cast on um, everything at once. I kind of work at one thing at a time. But I've had a lot of personal projects that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've just been putting them off to the side, because I basically crochet for charities. I don't crochet for myself. So these personal projects that I've been doing are things that I'm kind of broadening my horizon, and I am enjoying it, because I feel like I'm finally getting um, I'm finally getting attempting them, because um, I don't consider myself like a great crocheter or a yarny person. Like, I watch these other channels, and they're just fantastic. They do things, and everything about their channel is just fantastic and perfect, and that's not how my channel is at all. And so I feel like maybe now I'm kind of, I'm maybe not as such a newbie anymore, even though I've been doing this for years, that maybe I'm kind of stepping up in the crafting world a little bit. But anyway, you guys, I am going to head out and cut this one short this week, because I am going out to meet my mom, and I am going to take her shopping, and then I'm going to meet up with my daughter. It's going to be a really long work week for my daughter. She's been kind of doing 7 days a week straight for, oh my, since like early October. So it's been just a really stressful time for her with her job, because there's no backups. So that's something that we could always pray about, to kind of find somebody to replace her once in a while. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I am going to be doing my next 2 casts on. I am excited, and I will see you tomorrow, and enjoy your Sunday. Bye bye.